Hey there, and welcome back. You're only encouraging us to keep doing this, you know. Well, since you're here, let's get this download started, beginning today in Iraq, where some 5 years after the fall of Baghdad, Saddam's deputy in command will finally go on trial. File footage here of Tariq Aziz, long the public face of Saddam's regime. Mr. Aziz out of sight these last 5 years, ever since giving himself up. Well, now he faces charges related to the execution of 42 Iraqi businessmen in 1992. Mr. Aziz proclaiming his innocence, his attorney calling the evidence against him, quote, weak. Well, sticking in Iraq now for a head-scratcher of a story, although perhaps it shouldn't be, residents of Tikrit hanging out happy birthday wishes for Saddam Hussein. This week, the late dictator would have turned 71 years old. The scene in this Tikrit school, a far cry from the enforced merriment at gunpoint of years gone by. Still, doesn't look like people very merry all the same. And also nearby in Ouija, where Saddam is actually buried, hardly anyone bothering to show up at all, making this a new entrant, worst birthday ever. The diplomatic press to release FARC hostage Ingrid Betancourt continuing apace this week. France's Foreign Minister Bernard Kouchner, the far left of your screen there, meeting with Colombian President Uribe in Bogota. This just the first of the proverbial flurry of meetings, all to help Ms. Betancourt, now rumored to be in failing health in captivity. Negotiations for her release, or at least medical care, continuing. Well, diplomacy and how to really make it work is something our web chat guest this week knows a thing or three about. Ambassador, journalist, and now author Pat Gates Lynch-Ewell joins us Wednesday to talk about her new book, Thanks for Listening, and what she's learned after spending a career listening to the world. She'll be our guest this week on T2A. That's our weekly web chat, and we're looking forward to hearing what you have to say. Join in T2A Wednesday at 18 hours UTC. Pizzicato strings not included. Well, a download just wouldn't be a download without some bit of inanity floating around the web. I mean, who knows better about internet inanity? And so we're off to Belgium, Leuven town square to be exact. Nice cathedral. Be a shame if somebody got it wet. Well, that's exactly the hope of 1,300 plus Flemish students gathering for the biggest Mentos in Coke thingy ever. Woo! Mentos in Coke thingy, woo! Well, by now we assume even microbes on Mars have seen these guys doing their sticky dancing fountains routine with Diet Coke jugs and Mentos. They call that one the Fresh Maker. No, they don't. But organizers are hoping the Guinness World Record folk will call this the world's record simultaneous Mentos and Diet Coke time waster. Or something. For the record, 1,360 geysers, shattering the previous record of only 800. Oh, by the way, Mentos sales, they're up 20% in the last year alone. Laughing all the way to the bank, folks. Well, that's your download for today. We'll see you again tomorrow.